I could easily see having one beacon for the, we'll say the adults, and one for the kids, because the kids might be interacting differently with it.
One family I can think of, you know, also, everyone is so independent and so, in each in themselves, genius, genius oriented. So I would say that every one of those family members needs their own beacon, their very own. Even though they're a very tightly knit family, they go everywhere together, do everything together, but at the same time, they are so independent that they really need their own beacon, each.
So you have to actually know your situation, and it is an expense. So you do want to balance it. You want to ask yourself, is it more important that we have individual beacons, or do we want to invest in something else?
Or, gee, there's 4 of us, and we really need our own beacons because we are very independent. And at the same time, we don't have enough money to do that. But we could get one beacon and share it. Well, gee, I wonder if that's as good as having no beacon at all. And no, you got to really put it in perspective, which is you do the very best you can with whatever you happen to have available to you in the way of resources. If your resources are 0, then what you do is you make sure to go over to the center at some part of each day, and you work at the center. You go to the center and you get on the beacon X amount of time every single day for free. Costs you nothing. You might put a little donation in the box, but it costs you nothing. So that is what you can do, and if that's what you want to do, another way to go is, what I would tend to do is I would organize 10 people who, like myself, would like to work on a beacon but don't have one, and then all 10 share, and you open a center where that beacon is available to all 10 donors for that beacon. See what I mean? So that's you open your own center, and everyone comes there. You schedule, you write yourself into the schedule, and that's when you go, and you have to be on that schedule a minimum of 1 week before you say you're going to be there, so that it doesn't double schedule.
So in that case, an economic limitation inspires also entering into a certain form of group work and cooperation, which has additional benefits. So
that's right.
Something that could have been taken as a negative becomes a positive. It becomes
you turn a defeat into a victory by doing that.
Yeah, so
in fact, you could even do that by organizing 10 people around the world, and then you just ship the beacon from one to the next. You know, everyone has the beacon for a month. So 1 month out of the year, you'll have a beacon. See? Of course, I mean, that's shipping it from country to country is another story, But
if you're in a town or a region, you have to look at what actually is reasonable and functional for you.
The co-op is the best.
It sounds like a great way to go.
You have 10 people who really want to work on the beacon, and everybody puts in 1/10. That's nothing individually. That's nothing.
And then you can build the bookshelf yourselves, or somebody will have one that can contribute, because the next thing you're going to want to do in that kind of co-op is have a library.
A library, right.
And that library could include movies, it can include books, all kinds of material.
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break for our camera crew.
It's blinking at us.
Has to stop it from blinking. And so we'll be back very shortly, right after these words from our sponsors.